Hey guys, this is Danny Boy, and this is Mirror Image on Nightmare. This is a 5-skull strategy. We're moving right along. Getting near the end of the game, just a couple more levels after this. And this strategy is similar to the one I used on War Mage, but I go a step farther with barricades. I completely barricade off one side and force everybody, other than the guys I'm killing right now, to go up a single staircase. The strategy for this level was not hard to figure out. It was pretty intuitive as far as what to do. I very quickly realized that there was no way I was going to be able to set up kill zones in every wing and then also deal with runners and trolls and everything else. So, walled off one side, force them up, just a single staircase, very narrow choke point. But, unfortunately, this has a pretty demanding par. Not the worst that I've seen, but it's definitely a short par. So, I then realized that I needed to kill enemies faster. I couldn't wait for them to meander to me. They go all the way around. It's really slow. They double back sometimes and just waddle around, and when you do attack them, they run away. It's really weird and stupid, and it takes forever. So, realized that I need to go after them. I need to kill them. I need to kill them quickly. So that's when I started to use lightning. And I think I might have used lightning very briefly, maybe, in War Mage. I don't think I've used it much at all in Nightmare. I did use it in the previous game, but I definitely should have used it more, probably in Chasm to help me make par, because it does kill enemies really quick. The Lightning Cloud is great. I have it spec'd for chill. Works really, really well. And basically, I realized that I need to just find clumps of enemies like they are now, just attack them when they're all clumped up, and use lightning when they're all clumped up, and use the cloud to keep them in a tight group, and then just blow them up. That's what I'll generally do. I really kill most things myself on this map. I really don't wait for traps, which hurts my score, but whatever. That's why I say it's probably easier to get a higher score if you don't actually worry about par and making 5 skulls. You get a bonus for a better time, but I think that's far outweighed by just killing enemies with traps. You get such a better score for killing enemies with traps than with magic and blunderbuss and just combat kills in general. So I feel like you would get a lot better score on this map if you just say screw par, screw 5 skulls, wait for them all to come up this choke point, and have a bunch of grinders kill them. I position a bunch of grinders to, if nothing else, deal with runners, because grinders basically liquidate runners for the most part, just instantly kill them. Even then, I do kill them myself just to be absolutely sure, because I only have one grinder, right now at least. I'll place tar traps, and I will start to create kind of a kill zone, I think, for the wing that's open. I believe it's the east wing. This wing up here. And I'll place... I think I already was starting to place arrow traps and stuff in that wing as well. And I'll place haymakers and whatever, but by and large, I'm going to be killing a lot of stuff myself. Oh wait, no, I didn't place arrow traps in this wing, I placed it in the other wing. So yeah, arrow traps in the other wing, I'll place tar traps and haymakers and stuff in this one to an extent, but I'm going to be doing most of the house cleaning myself. Anything that gets through on that east side, I'll be killing myself. So the arrow traps aren't going to kill everything by any means. It's really just to kind of whittle them down a bit, and if nothing else, just to improve my score a bit. It wasn't really necessary, but it does give me less targets to kill, which is helpful for just making par. Yeah, I actually popped Mana Rage to kill enemies faster, using the Blunderbuss, the just Lightning Magic, Ice Magic, Mana Rage, Scavenger, Tar, arrows, haymaker, grinder, wall. I mean, I've said all the upgrades so many times in other videos. I basically always use the same upgrades for the most part. Sometimes I change them up, but not usually. The one main thing that I change up is if I'm facing sappers, I go for reinforced walls. If I'm not, I go for self-healing walls. That's really the number one thing that I change up. Other than that, it really all stays the same as far as upgrades goes. I might sometimes change up the tar from extra slow to slows them once they leave the tar, but by and large, I like my upgrades. I don't really differentiate too much from what I have. Sorry, that's my phone. That's not to say I haven't experimented with all the different upgrades I have for the most part, but I think basically everything at this point. And I think I've also experimented with every trap in the game for the War Mage, and I also played the Sorceress. Though I haven't yet used some things on the Sorceress, because I only play that in co-op with my friends. But, yep, this is also a pretty quick one. The waves are relatively small compared to some other map, some other levels, and there's only 9 waves rather than 12, which is nice. It's nice to not have a 12 wave one. Those take so long to experiment on and to restart over and over again. It's so nice to have a quick one, relatively speaking. This would take me a number of tries to get right and just kill enemies quickly. I just basically got more and more and more aggressive as time went on, to the point that finally I made par by a decent enough amount. But one thing you also need to worry about is sometimes on some waves there's just a troll that'll attack you immediately from one of the lower entrances, and it's like they just teleport. They run straight up there super fast. So you need to be careful that they don't sneak into your rift. One kind of got close, that's why I placed all those extra tar traps. I did try doing this with scorch traps, but I found that I really didn't need them at all, so I just got rid of them and took arrow walls instead. I have done this with more of a kill zone in the center, waiting enemies to go up the stairs and go through the center if all the grinders don't kill them when they're going up the stairs, but couldn't make par doing that, so wound up spamming lightning over and over and over again. It is very, very powerful. Lightning magic is very, very powerful. If you didn't see the last episode, by the way, this is the Alienware skin from a promotion. I put a link to it, to the promotion, in the description of my previous video and another video before that. I'm not going to do it in this video. I'm not going to do it in every single video. That's what I should mention, if you were wondering, in case somebody asks. And why am I stupid and letting myself get freaking chain stunned by this thing? Why? Why? Pew pew, done, dead.
Let's go.
Almost done, guys. Wave. Yep, wave 8. I'm just healing up. That's what this is about. Notice the Alienware head on near my neck. And yeah, using that cloud, very, very useful. That snare is incredibly useful. Plus, it does great damage. Really, really good. I don't really use grenades that often anymore. I would just as soon spend it on lightning. Grenades are fun and are effective, but I generally just save those for hard targets, like Earth Lords, because they're resistant to lightning, it seems. Yeah, a really quick way to kill trolls, by the way, is freeze them and then shoot them with lightning, because freezing them makes them take additional damage, and they are vulnerable to lightning. Much more so, it seems, in fire, actually. They take a lot of damage from lightning. Another thing that I didn't realize. So, final wave, hooray! Just place in a bunch of haymakers to help. I'll place them on this side too, I guess. I have a lot of money. Money hasn't really been a problem. I haven't been using, I don't think, the trinket on cooldown either. Cost wasn't a huge deal. And I was spending all of my mana on lightning throughout this. Example of a sneaky troll being sneaky. Also an example of a dead troll being dead. But lightning damage, or rather lightning magic does so much damage and it doesn't knock enemies around, and the cloud is awesome and stuff, that I just generally use it instead of using grenades. But grenades are a lot cheaper. That's another thing. Grenades are a lot cheaper. So if you need to finish somebody off, like those runners, or the like little earthling things that come out of earth elementals real quick, useful. Or sappers, or whatever. That's it, guys. This was, again, a mirror image. 5 skulls, yippee. On Nightmare. 87,000. I'm sure you can do way better if you don't focus on making par. But I easily made par. Almost a minute and a half. Wasn't even close, really. I just made it a point to be super aggressive, use lightning, and blow everything up. Thanks, guys, for watching. Stay tuned for more. Please like the video if you liked it. Please sub if you want to see more. Leave comments and feedback, and ask questions, and I'll get back to you. And, as always, have a good one.